everybody. Welcome back. It's the Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset, and we're stopping off at our last stop at the community of Stewart's Creek High School. How you doing tonight, Coach Caudill?
Doing great, Stork. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I just got hog-tied by Kid Hartsfield. I got to go up to the plateau, up there where it's cold. I'm going to go up to the plateau, going to do a little Cookville Blackman Blaze in the Cavaliers Friday night.
That's a game with a lot on the line. I think the winners making it in, losers going home. Is that the case?
That is the case. Regardless, one is going to get to play for another week, get to practice for one more week, and we're going to bring it to them on Stork Vision. In fact, I've done a few broadcasts out of there. There's a little grouping of towers off in the distance you can see from the stadium, and it'd be interesting to see their turf. They've got turf up there on the plateau now.
Yeah, well, Coach Maynard always does a great job. Obviously, Blackman is playing well at a really tough non-conference schedule, so I'm sure that'll be a great game to put out on your platform, Stork.
Have you ever been involved in a game with Coach Maynard when he's had one of those 7-8 minute drives where he just takes the football and just keeps it for a little bit?
Yeah, I've coached against Coach Maynard a few times, and his background with Coach Rankin.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that there's just a lot of similarities with the way that Coach Rankin runs his team in all three phases, and also coached against Coach Gentry, head coach at Lebanon, when he was the calling plays, I want to say, for Coach Maynard a few years back. So, Coach Maynard is definitely always does a great job with Cookville, and, I'm sure Blackman and Cookville is definitely going to be a great ball game, first round of the playoffs essentially for them starting here the last game of the season.
I had a freshman game on Thursday. You played John Overton last Thursday, and that was your last game for the 2020 season. As most people know, your school has been quarantined because of the COVID-19 and season-ending situation for the Red Hawks. But let's go back to that Overton game. Take me a little bit through the Overton game, since that was the last time that we get to talk about the Red Hawk team.
Yeah, we were able to really come out fast to start the game offensively, and definitely was a great start for us on that side of the ball. We gave up a long TD run there, I think, on the second play defensively, and definitely settled down after that. But Overton's a good football team. They, had Laverne there in a 4-quarter game, and definitely have some really good athletes that play on both sides of the ball for them. Coach Peoples and them do a great job over at Overton. And, it was a really good game for our quarterback. He had a few incompletions, some of which were drops. Another, I think it was 2nd and 1 there, and we had a play called and didn't execute. But, Alex has done a great job for us this year. I was actually looking at some of the end-of-season stats today. He completed over 70% of his passes, rushed for over 8 yards a carry. He's going to be one that's going to be tough to replace for us. Offensively, we were a little bit more senior-laden this year than defensively. So, like you said, going to be an early start to the offseason for us.
Well, at least some of the coaches, now that they know that, this COVID's going to still be around and you're in the situation you're in, the one thing is at least you can plan for it. No, it's not what I want, Stork, but at least if I know that's what I'm dealt, we can at least set up some type of a weightlifting program, training program, or whatever until we can get, hopefully, I saw where Eli Lilly, hopefully, the government's going to buy, I don't know, several million vials of this first round of whatever it is that will help us against this, and we hope it's very successful. But it's just still going to take some time until we get that done. But at least you'll know what you're dealt with as we head into the holidays. And but you're on the right track, Coach, and it's good to be a Red Hawk, isn't it?
It definitely is. Stork, I'm truly blessed to be a part of this faculty and staff at Stewart's Creek, and really blessed that Dr. Harrell has entrusted me with our football program, and he has allowed us to hire some really, really great coaches. Our best days are definitely ahead of us. We had
You
a
are.
great season, had the opportunity on this coming Friday night to do something we've never done and win our region. Stork, I think the biggest thing is right now our community needs to heal, and there's just a lot of people that are sick and that need to recover. And certainly that's much more important than than what happened to our season. But at the same time, it's been a really emotional few days for me. I was able to talk to about 50 of our players that are in school there Monday morning, and you go from one extreme to the other. Preparing for a big region game, and show up to school, and then find out that the entire team and entire school is getting quarantined. And did my best as coaches. We did our best to call our players that were still virtual, and that's the part to me, Stork, that's been hardest about all this is, you put yourself in the shoes of a high school senior who's excited about the biggest game, of his high school career, and then you get a phone call from your coach saying that your season's over with. So, but we've got to look back, Stork, and certainly these past few days I've been able to just kind of see the big picture, and the good Lord blessed us with the ability to play 9 games, and I certainly don't want to let that escape and not allow all of us to see the blessing that it was, when especially there were definitely some times where we were wondering if we were even going to have a season.
Ben, I didn't know you from a rock. I didn't know you from a rock when we started this season. But you know what? You and I have had a great relationship. I've gotten to know Stewart's Creek a little bit better, and John. John called me up when Bert took the job and said, here's the deal. I played football with Bert. I'm paying you, so you're going to interview Bert, and Stewart's Creek's now in the wheel. And I said that's fine because his dad taught me in college, doctor. So it was good, doctor. It was good to see. That was good. But our relationship's a little bit different. I do still have a relationship with Coach Burt Brown, but no, it's great to always, and I've gotten to know Dr. Harrell and your people at Stewart's Creek and Henry, and then you look at Nathan and everything that occurred. I mean, those are memories nobody can take away from us, and I was able to come down, and we had a lot of fun, and that's what I care about is nobody can take away the fun we had, and they're good kids, and just we want to do some more.
Absolutely. Well, I'm definitely appreciative of the times that you've been able to make it down to Stewart's Creek to do some of our games. I know that I speak on behalf of many when I say that, especially with limited crowds and all the restrictions that we're under, being able to broadcast our game and give people the opportunity to still support high school football, Stork, that's really special. So I'm definitely appreciative and thankful for the work that you do.
Well, and we had a good time. I mean, even though you took that loss from Lebanon and Chuck Gentry, I told Chuck before we started, I sent him an internal message. I said, dude, you're going to get a fair call. I mean, if you bust them in the mouth, you bust them in the mouth. I'm not here to be a homer. I mean, but boy, he's got a nice little tailback into Quante Shannon. He's going. You're glad to see DeQuante graduate. So anyway, Ben, I can't thank you enough, and the Stewart's Creek family, and I had a great time down at Red Hawk Nation, and I'm going to get back down there, when this thing gets a little bit calmed down. I'm going to come down and do a basketball game, so tell Mr. Bissinger I'm on my way, and I'll be in touch.
I definitely will, Stuart. You're always welcome down at Stewart's Creek. And once again, I really appreciate your work very much.
Ben, we will be in touch, and head coach of the Stewart's Creek Redhawks, and we will talk to you soon, Coach.
Appreciate it, Stuart. Thanks for having me on, as always.
All righty. See you, bye. Well, that'll wrap it up. Appreciate you, kids. We had a pretty good time tonight, didn't we? We had a good time all season long. Those of you that joined us for each and every week to listen to the coaches as we roll around the countryside, listen to them talk about their season and their team. This has been great. Next year, what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to add. We're going to keep the guys we got. We're definitely those that want to participate, but probably going to try to add a few more. I've got a couple of friends. I got a good friend he's got a good friend that coaches down in Alabama, and we may mix it up a little bit, add some new flavor, and learn about some new communities and grow and get us some new friendships and new relationships. But it does look like Judy the Beauty and the Stork are headed up to the plateau, and we will get to see the new turf field at the Cookeville Cavaliers and the Blackman Blaze, and that'll be for the 4th spot in the region. So that's one of the biggest games in this state. So we'll go and bring it to you. So we'll see you Friday night on Stork Vision.